Welcome to the online tutorial of renewable energy resources. In this tutorial, you will come to know what the geothermal energy is. In the discussion, first of all, we will go through the introduction of geothermal energy. Then, I will brief you about the layers of the earth in this context. Then, I will include the types of the geothermal power plants and discuss one of them, which is vapor dominated power plants. So, what the geothermal energy is and where does it comes from? The term geothermal combines two Greek words. One of them is geo means earth and other one is therm means heat. So the geothermal energy is the heat inside the earth. Where does this heat comes from? This heat continuously produced within the earth by slow radioactive decay of the minerals. This decay is natural in all rocks. Now come to the layers of the earth. The innermost layer of the earth is the core. Core is the innermost layer and has very high temperature. Near to this core, molten rocks are there called magma. Above this magma, solid rocks exist, and above the solid rocks, porous rocks are there. This layer of the porous rocks contains water in the pores of the rocks, and above all these layers, there is a layer which is outermost layer of the earth called earth crust, which is surface of the earth. The crust of the earth is not uniform everywhere. The magma may come close to the surface where the crust has been broken. In the deep inside, rocks and water absorb heat from this magma. When this near surface heat transferred to the water, a form of geothermal energy is created. The region of porous rocks where the hot water is reserved is called hot springs or geysers. This hot water can be used directly in the geothermal power plants. And now come to the types of the geothermal power plants. Geothermal power plants are classified as dry steam power plants, which is vapor dominated. So in this system, means in the vapor dominated system, steam from inside the earth is piped directly to the generator turbines. The second one is flash steam plant, which is water dominated. This system takes high pressure hot water and convert it to the steam to drive the generator turbine. Then steam is condensed. After passing through the turbine, the steam is condensed and injected back into the ground. Most of the geothermal plants are the flash steam plants. The last one is binary power plant. In this power plant, the heat from the geothermal hot water is transformed. This heat from the hot water is transformed to the another liquid. Then the second liquid is converted into the steam, and this steam is used to drive a generator turbine. Now, I will discuss the vapor dominated system in detail. Please go through the block diagram. As you can see in the block diagram, in the bottom of the leftmost corner, there is a production well. So, the hot water is extracted from this production well and rises up through the pipe to the turbine. When this steam passes through the turbine starts rotating, means the turbine converts this thermal energy into the mechanical energy, and the generator coupled with this turbine converts this mechanical energy into the electrical energy. After passing through the turbine, this steam passes through the cooling tower. This cooling tower condensate the steam into the water, and water is injected back through the injection well into the ground. And after injection, this water can be used again in the same cycle. So in this way, this system converts the heat energy, the thermal energy, into the electrical energy. This is all about the vapor dominated power plant. In the next video, I will discuss flash steam plants. So, thanks for listening. Welcome to this tutorial of renewable energy resources. In the continuation to the previous video, in this tutorial we will discuss flash steam plants, binary cycle based plants, advantages and disadvantages of the geothermal energy. In the previous video, we have seen vapor dominated system. In the vapor dominated system, the steam is pulled out directly from the ground. But there are places where steam is not available. We can find only hot water. At such places, water dominated system is used, which is flash steam plants. The flash steam system is same as the vapor dominated system, but an additional block is there, which is flash exchanger. The water remains at very high pressure inside the ground, and when it comes to the surface of the earth, the pressure is reduced. At this reduced pressure, this water is converted into the vapor. So what the flash exchanger is doing here, this flash exchanger separates the vapor from the water, and the remaining water is returned back to the ground. So this flash exchanger simply separating the hot water from its steam. The remaining is same as the vapor dominated system. This steam is then passes through a turbine. This turbine converts this energy into the mechanical energy. A generator is coupled with the turbine, converts this mechanical energy into the electrical energy. And after passing through the turbine, the vapor passes through the condenser. When it condensed into the water bag and injected back through the ground through the injection well. So these places are very common where steam is not available and hot water is available. That's why the flash steam plants are the most common plants, and most of the geothermal energy plants are the flash steam plants. But there are places where hot water is available, but at very low temperature. It cannot be vaporized. At such places, binary cycle plants are used. In the binary cycle plants, instead of vaporizing the water, another liquid is used to be vaporized, because there are some liquid as isobutane and isopropane which has very low boiling point than the water, so they can be vaporized easily at low temperature. So the hot water from the ground passes through the heat exchanger. This heat exchanger contains another liquid which is either isobutane or isopropane. When the hot water passes through the heat exchanger, this liquid receives the heat from the hot water from the ground and converted into the vapor. Remaining is simple. The vapor then runs the turbine and returned back to the heat exchanger, so that the same liquid can be used again and again in this system. The secondary fluid is recycled through the heat exchanger, and the water from the ground is injected back to the ground. Come to the advantages of the geothermal power plants. It is in continuous supply of electricity, means there is no interruption in the supply. It does not require any storage, as it is discussed earlier. The earth itself is the storage is inside the ground itself, so we does not have to maintain any system to store the water. It requires very small space to be installed, least polluting, because it does not require any fuel or petroleum to be burned. Come to the disadvantages. When the fluid is pulled out from the ground, it contains some solids and dissolved gases which are very harmful for the environment. And the system can cause seismic imbalance. The electricity from this system cannot be transported for very long distance. Age of these type of plants are very limited because the water from the ground is corrosive in nature. That's all about the geothermal energy conversion. Thank you.